Doing? How are things going? How is it all panning out for you on this Black Friday? And all of those that had Thanksgiving yesterday, happy Thanksgiving. Sorry I missed it, but I was eating my own turkey and getting full as a monkey. Anyways. So, today's Star Trek, and of course they're having a Zen sale and a Command Carrier bundle and a Black Friday sale and all that stuff. I think I'm going to have the Chronicles of Arathis Frost, or Lord Arathis Frost. I think I've figured it out. I'm going to chronicle and play whatever the hell I want, when I want, and we'll make 1 hour video of each thing I do. So when a game comes out, if I want to play it until the end, I'll do a 1 hour video, and we'll make the Chronicles, and we'll number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you will watch it or you won't. I'm hoping you watch it. Yeah. That goes to Star Trek, because I'm going to start clearing up all these characters and getting them done. They're going to be all 65 eventually. So when I'm not in between games, I'll be back at Star Trek doing this. Alright, and I'm going to showcase some ships when I buy them. And I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for me. Because I'm getting old, crotchety. I'm 47. I'm an old gamer. And I'm getting tired of this nuance and woke and bullcrap, and so I'm just going to play. There's going to be nothing else involved but showing you new stuff. So it will either be ships in Star Trek, or a new game, or a remake of an old game, like Resident Evil 4 is coming out in November or March. I'll probably play that. I just did a DLC for Resident Evil Village. Maybe I'll do that again. We'll chronicle it. It's not very long, and I really don't like it because it's got that whole dolly crap in it. But we'll see. We'll see. So, like I said, I'm going to do the Chronicles, which will be whatever I want when I want. And, you know, if you guys want to put suggestions in. And I have the game, because I will not buy a new game for you viewers. Sorry, not going to do it. I will buy a game for me. Because if I buy a game I don't like, I'm not going to be impressed. Get my point? So lay out suggestions of some old games maybe, or some new games, or something on Star Trek, or something on this, or something on that. I don't care. We'll decide what your suggestions are, and then I'll do an hour of it. Okay? And I'm not going to do an hour jumping through hoops, picking on the cat, doing jumping jacks, none of that crap either. Let me explain this. I'm not a VTube star. I'm definitely not a moron, and jumping through hoops to make you guys happy, really don't need it. Because if I get the views, I get the views. If I don't get the views, oh well, get over it. Because I do. So anyways, I want to show you this new ship I like. I'm trying to get more dilithium for the hangar pets, because this ship is kind of cool. I have a solid build. I'm sure you guys will see that. I'm a build it like your mama said so. I mean, no. I'm a funky kind of shipbuilder, because I don't care how much damage it does. Well, I do to a certain point and extent. I'm more on the survivability. I hate dying all the time. I don't need to have a super ship. I don't have to be super. Well, I mean, this character's super, but that's because I maxed everything out on it. Having a character like this makes everything a little more easier. But it's the suit. What do they call this? Let me read it again. It's the Seneca Command Carrier. Okay, and it comes from Discovery. It's what they more refer to as the Hiawatha. Okay, and Jet Reno came from the Hiawatha, the character. So I grabbed it and looked at it, and I looked at the build, and I was like, okay, so it's a carrier. Okay, not impressed. And then I started playing it. We'll take it on a patrol mission right now, because like I said, I'm still working on We'll go with rescue and search. It's pretty the easiest to patrol, but it also gives you a lot of kills or weapons or ships to destroy. So that way you can get a concept of it. This is a support craft, and I do mean support craft. If you are going to team up in groups, this is the best ship to have if you're going to support the group.
As you can see, I'm in the middle of a firefight once again. That said, I can't.
What's up, Kumaki?
As am I. In spite of our mission being scientific.
Alright, so we're going to sideball that. And then we're going to drop out some carriers or some launch support runabouts. These things are awesome. And that's all we're going to do to start. And then we're going to go in and blast them. Okay, I like weapon system when I do the system things, because it weakens their weapon system and they could die a little faster. Oh, damn, I hope my sound's a bit. Alright, I'll mute my TV so it's not double. I forgot to check my sound setup, jeez. Well, you guys will get over it if it's a little messy. Not the perfect streamer. Okay, I don't know why I have power drain on there, because I really shouldn't. I'm more of a gravity well guy, so I gotta fix that. I like the weapon systems. The shuttles the runabouts are very supportive of your characters and your other ships. Like, say, if you come in here and Kumaki's going along, right? As you can see, it's healing Kumaki's ship, too. Right?
We did it.
It heals me, it heals them. It's a really good support ship, but I was thinking, why do I need 8?
We need to hurry, or those ships...
It kind of overdoes it. So I'm trying to think of maybe using the fighters from another carrier to cover it. So that way you'll have a more offensive capability, or, yeah, offensive maybe. Yeah, that's the word. Bring it on. This ship isn't indestructible, but pretty close. I like carriers with dual hangar bays. I think they should have more like this. I think I'll show you 2 ships today, because it won't take longer than an hour. 1 patroller, 2 will do.
Thank you for coming to...
Okay, thank you for coming to our aid, which I haven't saved him yet. Okay. Let's turn him out. It has a slow turn radius, and it's not very fast. I mean, I'm fast because I got a console. Because anytime they're a little slow, I like to speed them up.
Truly, the blessings of Lucar are upon us this day. Thank you.
Now, the other carrier that came out in this package is pretty neat, too. Turn around. Damn. You'll have to forgive me. My character has everything, so when I hit, like, full-on impulse, it takes off like a race car. And as you can see, that can be a bit troublesome at times.
Our systems are coming back
Under the
that, and it's been a while since I played it. I've been playing other games like Modern Warfare 2. Good game, decent if you play PvP. The campaign for Modern Warfare 2 is awesome.
Bad news, I'm afraid.
I shouldn't be reviewing other games while I'm playing this one. But I'm going to, whether you like it or not. Get over it. I should be saying I've been playing a few games. It's been a while. I come down with a sickness, and I got really sick and really tired, and I couldn't get up, and I couldn't get down, and oh my god, it was terrible. So watch out for the flu season this year. And keep hydrated. Keep hydrated, definitely. If you get what I had, you want to keep hydrated. and try to eat because it makes it so you don't want to eat. Anyways, more crap that we don't need, really. Well, I was trying to get closer with my anomaly, but now they have the new anomaly out, which is the dark matter anomaly from Discovery. You know, that big ball in space that was destroying everything in the series. If you do not watch this series, I recommend it if you're a Star Trek fan. Every series has a different perspective than the first. And they're doing a remake of sort of the first. Strange New Worlds is interesting. I enjoy it. And I like using my Kobayashi Maru. If you have that console, that's a good thing to have, because it will help heal you and boost your stuff. This isn't my favorite anomaly to use in here. I have one that kind of wipes them out in a row. But as you can see, I'm using one set that's advanced. And then I'm using one set that's blue. The blue set is doing just as good as the advanced set, except they're dying more. When you run a carrier, like, and you have these little side ships or hangar pets, put it on auto, always, so it initiates every time it gets a chance. I know it kind of screws up some of your stuff if you have too much on auto, but if you have the ships on auto and not so much else, then what will happen is the hangar pets will keep regenerating. If they die, they'll come back out. I'm actually pretty good at this game. It took me a while to get there, but... And this character has everything done, the feats, the specializations, the whole 9 yards. He wasn't my first, actually. He's my second. I wanted to jump right in here and play the game, so I went and got me a, what do they call them? Oh man, and then one of my favorite, the Dominion. I went and grabbed the Dominion because it was a 60 character and you can start off a little early. Okay, so this mission is done. And as you saw,
I think that was the last of them.
the runabouts worked perfectly. They're really good support crafts. This is a support carrier. If you're going to be in a team or a group and do TFOs, this is the best carrier to have if you're going to support people, because it will heal everybody. Everybody. And it comes out pretty good, as you can see. I mean, seriously, I could sit here, and if it was a combat situation, it would heal everybody here. Everybody. The runabouts would run around and just start shooting them with healing powers, and it's insane. When I did a TFO for the event the other night, it was pretty good. I supported everybody, which was great. And it does a little kicking butt of its own. I mean, it's, as you can see, it wasn't too bad in that patrol. Okay, since we showed this carrier, I'm going to show you the other carrier to that package too. Because, you know, an hour takes a little long time, and in Star Trek, hours, like, you can do lots of stuff in an hour. Oh, yay, I got the free girls chat. Gotta have those trolls with their advertisements. Hey, I like looking at a good-looking lady, too. So, you know, every now and then, but don't click on those. You never know. It could be a porn site that will really screw your computer up. Don't do that. I'm 47 years old. I'll do as I wish. Within TO, you know, standards. But, you know, I try to put this on no kids because I don't like having young kids, you know, because I like to speak my mind as I play and game and do things. If that ship is crap, I'm gonna tell you that ship is crap. You know what I mean? Although I don't think any ship is crap because you can always make it better. You can always work on it and get it to fill out. I got the new Kirk. I like it. I like the look of it, but it's not really that great of a ship. Okay. What are we looking for here? Where's my ship I got? So this is what happens when you have too many ships on one character, like 74 ships, you know what I mean? You have to look through the whole list and find the ship that you just... Oh, there it is, the Albemarle. This thing is actually not that bad. I like this thing. I thought they did really good when they made these carriers. Or, as this one says, Command Strike Wing Escort. They did a good job. Save and continue. This whole load-up system sucks. Because you have to set every damn loadout, which is really annoying. And every time you go to put a ship back together that you already had together, it's just... They need to work another system. Like, make it so if it has a loadout, you've had it on there 6 or 7 times, it saves the loadout. End of story. Because the loadout whole thing is for those nuts that think they need the best weapons and make the fucking most damage, and I don't care. You know what I mean? I like to change my loadouts up on whatever I want to do. If the loadout ain't working, I like to friggin' mix it up a bit. Because sometimes the first year you get stuff, like when you're making a new character, the first year you get things, and it changes. Say the new phasers come out or something and you want to do those, or the Viridian plasmas, or you know what I mean? So you're always changing up your setup. And I don't think you should have to set every damn loadout and then have a bunch of loadouts set up so you can sit here and file through it for 6 weeks. Now granted, there are a lot of ships and you do have a lot of loadout types that you can do, but seriously, everybody likes their main loadout the best. Anyways, as I said, crapola. And the closed system. My God, how many times do you got to fix that damn thing? Alright, now I'm done complaining about the game. Moving on. Alright, this one I'm going to give a different kind of anomaly because I like to have a super weapon here or there. Just because if you're going to do groups of enemies, you want something that's going to... You want something that's going to make a mess real quick. Or take them all out real quick. I know, everybody's like, well, that's a space Barbie thing. Ugh. I'll tell you, there's a word I don't like, and that's it. So I think the guy that says it all the time is annoying. But we won't get into it. Because people say he's probably the best Star Trek guy on the whole scene. No, he's a guy who wants you to do lots of damage and make super builds. And if that's the way you want to play Star Trek, by all means, do so. Okay, as you can see, that is kind of the build that it was given when you started. And I think it works great, actually. It's not a bad build. I'll show you, and I know this character's maxed out, but still. Okay, we're going to do Striker Sadea. Alright, we ready? We're ready! Ready. Oh, and I got the new the sword in the Blow by Crystal store, which is cool. Cold and flu season. That. Everybody's out shopping today on Black Friday. I, unfortunately, am staying inside, not going out, not doing the Black Friday thing. Never do it. The rest of you have fun, but I am not doing it. There's some crazy mothers, grandmothers, and aunts and uncles. Yeah.
Those Starfleet ships won't last much longer against that Mokai force.
I learned a long time ago when Christmas and stuff comes around. Tornado, baby.
Let's fire to disable those Starfleet ships. I want to get to the bottom of this.
Well, okay, I didn't do it, but I usually should do it. Okay, we're going to make those auto. So they'll pop out. These little Valkyrie fighters aren't bad either. They're just not very healing. They're more of a damage type base. So what I was thinking, and it has like a ultra beam. I don't explain the consoles because I really don't read them. I just use them. Alright, they're down. Oop, wait. I put agony cannons and phasers on this because I kind of like them. This is a very fast turning ship and everything if you have the movability stuff in. It's much quicker than the Senina, the whatever, the Hathaway or Hiawatha, whatever the hell you want to call it. The other carrier I was doing a few minutes ago. Alright. Let's say this cruiser. And then as soon as this happens, they come out with the...
That's not the...
Here they come, and they're locked and loaded.
I gotta set up. See, this plasma torpedo comes from the Bajoran Interceptor, I think it's called. No. It comes from wait a minute. It doesn't come from that. Okay. We're going to stop for a minute. We're going to stop right here because it will hold on. Okay, Zen Store. Ships. It's in the Mud Market. Comes around every so often. It's called the Marquise Raider. The Marquise Raider. That has that Cyclone. Okay? And that Cyclone on mass scales of fighters and stuff is greatest. And I don't care if anybody says, oh, it's a Space Barbie, you need to use a super build. Who gives a crap? When that Cyclone comes out, you don't need a super build. It will tear up anything in the immediate area. And if you get it where they spawn in, even better.
We're still trying to get rid. I doubt it.
Here come the Mokai.
Even better. See how they spawned in like that? And then you walk over here, you get close to them within 8-10 meters. And then you fire her off if it's on, which I don't have it. And it will eat up that whole group. Except for the major dreadnought. You'll have to work on that one. And when you're having a TFO night, trust me. And if you're playing by yourself because you're a loner, that's what you need right there. Cyclone, baby. Ta-da! We're gonna hit this one over, I think. No? It does have a cooldown. That's alright, I got them. This ship will take it. The 3 on tactical that I usually do is beam. Well, cannon if it's cannons, which I shouldn't be doing cannons, but. There we go. Okay, this mission is over. Oh, I got the new camo. Or the new ship shield. Yeah.
No, stay back. Savor your victory.
There goes the base. No! I blew up. Darn it. It's terrible. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. See, all blew up. It's busted now.
Ja'ula must have used a virus to remove.
Yeah, she did. Evil bugger. Alright, now we're out. Okay, as you can see, that is decent, but I still don't have the higher up hangar pets. I have the blue ones, which is pretty decent for starting off. I mean, you know, hey, can't complain. These blue ones are really good. They made some really good hangar pets. I don't think they should nerf them, but who knows what they'll do. Star Trek really doesn't nerf a lot. Oh, the Qowat Milat sword has finally come out, and it's in the Low-Buy store. It's really cool to play with. As you can see, the movement's awesome. And when you're fighting and you actually have enemies around, you disappear, reappear, disappear, reappear when you swing. So it's kind of cool. I could show you how that works, but I don't like doing land ones much. Well, we could do a basic mission, I guess. And that's the 2 new ships that I have. Why is it not showing the visuals? Oh, okay. Let me get over here for a minute. Okay, so as you can see, I have way too much stuff. always have too much stuff. Inventories are kind of a difficulty in Star Trek, only because I think they set it up so you can keep adding, which I hope they did, because at one point I was maxed out and I couldn't get in any more slots or anything. And I just started getting more ship slots and stuff. Not that I think you should have a 75 ships on a character, because it is kind of redundant. You can make new characters, really. If you want one character forever, then yeah, you can do the 75 ships. As you can see, the blue ones aren't too bad. But I really would like to have them all purple. But I run into something because I was buying keys the other day and ran out of dilithium because of the exchange. And yeah, you can mix and match too. I mean, you can use like these guys that come from a different hangar, a different carrier. But I would suggest those runabouts are awesome for that other one. If I was going to do it, I'd runabout it and then buy the purple version of these and put them in the first hangar and then the runabouts in the second. And I think that would be way awesome carrier. I think that thing would be like majorly, you couldn't stop it. But I'm still trying to figure out if these things are any good yet. because I like hangar pets. I have the vanity shield is what I was looking for. Is what I was trying to say. Is the Courier Raider vanity shield. Makes your ship pretty much white. Your nacelles white. Really bright for Starfleet. Not sure what it does to other ships, but it's just really bright. I put it on this just because I had nowhere to put it, and it didn't look good on anything else. But this is Arathis, and he is a fully maxed out character. You can't get any higher than this. If anything, his Admiralty is probably not that great, and the duty officers is still maxed out. I gotta throw some junk away. God, there's some nasty stuff in here. Let me get to that for a minute. If it doesn't have a purple border on it or a gold border, you don't want it. Dump it. Well, I kind of shouldn't say that, but I should say that. Yeah, dump it. Eventually you'll get up into what we call the higher tier stuff. Okay? When you start buying, like say you buy a tier 6 ship, right? Or you get one for free because of the event, right? Once you start getting into tier 6 stuff, you want to go better and higher and more. And I would save you money. Try to get it mostly free. Because you don't want to know how much I spent on this game. Try to get it mostly free, but if you have a little money here and there and you want to put it into the Zen store, do so. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to either. But missions have weapons, different things, different setups. Actually, I was going to work on a character that, and when I get back to working on him, he's going to be mainly free. It's probably going to drive me nuts, but yeah, mainly free. Because it's been a while since I started this. I started with, I'll show you in a minute. Move that to inventory. We don't want to get rid of any agony weapons. No. Never lose my agony weapons. I like the agony phasers. They're actually pretty decent. It's kind of like a regular phaser with a little extra damage to it. Okay. Okay, yes, I started out. Okay, I like Galaxy class, loved Enterprise, the Generations, so I will show you what I started with while we're messing around with stuff. I started with I'll go in the store and show it. I can show it in the store. I can show you how many sips I bought. Not like I'm bragging or anything, but yeah, sort of. Okay, what happened was I liked the Generations. Okay, I was a Picard kid. That's the main show I grew up on. When it hit, it was a new show. It was Star Trek, and it was awesome. And it started a lot of us, on the show. I mean, and so I come in here, and I puttered around, and of course I was kind of naive and foolish. So I bought this pack over here called the Galaxy Pack, right? And it's T5 ships, actually. It's not very high level. It has the regular Galaxy class, another Galaxy class, and then it has this Dreadnought Cruiser. The Dreadnought Cruiser is what I kind of fell in love with because I could separate the saucer, do all the Galaxy class stuff, and had what they call bow lance, right? So that's what I used. That's what I started with. It was a T5 Galaxy class Dreadnought. Because the other Galaxy classes were decent. I liked the consoles, but they weren't really, I don't know, up to par for my playstyle, I guess. And of course the missions vary and the enemies vary and they get harder as it goes. And they get longer. The missions get longer as it goes. and so on and so forth. But the Dreadnought carried me through, and I busted through the whole game. I got up to 65 with the Dreadnought. I started playing TFOs. I started playing advanced TFOs with a T5 Dreadnought. And yes, I did it with a T5 Galaxy Dreadnought Cruiser. So, for all you people out there that says it can't be done, yes you can. You can do the extra TFOs with a Dreadnought Galaxy Cruiser T5. And you can do it with a T1 or a T4. It depends on how good your character is built. If your character is maxed out like this character, I can pretty much do anything with any ship. Seriously. I can do a T1. It's not going to fire as much. It's not going to have as many weapons. But it will definitely wipe the floor with about every TFO I play with it. Even in advanced. It may blow up 6 or 7 times while I'm doing it. But it will make it through the end. If I'm playing my engineer, which is this character, it may not blow up at all. It depends. Because I have a tendency to heal a lot. So that's what I started with. And I was like, well, everybody's got these ships and they're freaking cool and they're good looking. And of course I was outside, and I'll show you. I'll go out in the parking lot. We'll go in the parking lot. You ready? This is called the parking lot. This is what I call it. Because when we do these chronicles, I'm going to explain to the game. I'm going to tell you what I played, this and that, and then we're just going to do a whole extravaganza of fun stuff. This is what I called the parking lot, okay? And I came out here, and I'd sit here, and I'd see this ship, and then that ship, and then I'd be like, wow, where'd they get this ship? And then I'd fly around here, and I'd be like, what's that ship? And what's this ship? You know what I mean? And I'd be like, this is so awesome. How do you get that ship? And, of course, I'd start asking questions on the chat, and other people were watching videos on YouTube, and I was really fascinated because I'm a Star Trek fan. You know, you get in here as a fan, and you're all like, I want all these ships. This is called an illness. This is called ship craziness, or ship addicts, or alcoholics. This is what we're going to call this, is ship addicts. Okay? Because you start seeing all these ships, and you're like, wow, what is that? And then what is that? And, of course, you got this little T5 Tinkertail. Okay? Or the one you started with. You know what I mean? And these guys are helpful. Some of them are. Some of them aren't. Some of them would snub their nose up at you and go, you ain't got the ship. Well, too bad for you. And then I was like, well, what the hell? How do I get these ships? And then an event come up. Okay? And it said 12 days and I get this ship. Or 22 days and I get this ship. And I was like, well, I can do that. That's once a day, every day. 5 minutes, I'm done. I don't have to play this game every day. Once a day, every day. So I stop in for 5 minutes, do the mission, do the event, and then be out. And before I knew it, I got addicted. And as you can see, there's always these new things coming out, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Let's try that. Well, maybe I can save up some money this week and get that, or I can save up some money this week and get that, or, and I kept doing it, and eventually I became a god of Enterprise or Federation ships. I don't like the other, factions that much. I mean, I'm sure people do, and I'm sure I got ships over there too. Trust me, I got 15 to 13 Klingon ships. I have 7 to 8 Romulan ships. You get ships. It just happens. Especially if you buy these things called legendary bundles. They are our bread and butter and our candy for our addicts, okay? When I see one of these bundles, I just... And then I start figuring out how much I can squeeze out of my bank account to get this. The mud stuff, not so much. Because they're really expensive. And this version, which I'm going to show you now, is the 14 version, okay? You get to pick one ship out of those 4. Alright? Now, for some of us ship addicts, this is great because we get to pick one ship out of those 4 or one of the others. Do you know what I mean? And then you can pick the ship. Now, the La Sirena's in there. Booker's ship's in there for Discovery. That is the Deimos destroyer, which is from Picard. And then that ship up there is from Voyager, I believe. Yeah. I think it's an Undine ship. To be honest, I don't even know why it's in there. Because, it's not even current with the shows these days. Anyways, moving on. They should have put some, lower decks in there. It's the Kiwani... No, it's the Undine Sirtix biowarship. Now, the T6 version isn't bad if you want it. That's up to you. But I have the Deimos version and the book version. So, if I was going to get this, I'd only get it for the... the La Sirena version and the Booker version, which is a Kiwani pilot frigate. If I was going to get it, I'd get it for the Deimos pilot destroyer because it's the one I like that I don't have. The other one I don't care about. I have the T5 version of that, and it's not really good either way. My opinion. So, but this gets you one ship, okay, and then the next one over gets you all 4 ships, okay. But we're looking at, say, 30,000, right? Or 60,000, okay? Now, that is very freaking expensive in the Zen store, and I'll show you why. Because we go to the Zen store, and then this is how much the Zens are, okay? At 23,000, it's almost $160. And this is on sale this month for the Black Friday sale. Usually that's $200. So you'd have to get, one of those and one of the ones in front, which is a lot of money. It's $300. Give or take. You know what I mean? And if you're going to spend that much money, by all means. But if you're not, save up. You can also dilithium exchange it, and it will take you a long time to get that much. But if you have that much dilithium, by all means, exchange it. It will save you cash. So I kind of skipped the mud bundles. You know what I'm saying? Because they are a bit expensive. And I don't have a lot of other bundles because some ships I just don't like the look out of them. I mean, I have a different... I have a Federation fetish. It's just me. I just have a Federation fetish. That's me. I like Federation. But you can build up and save up and, save your dilithium and exchange it and get all the ships, whatever you want. This is a very versatile Star Trek game. I was surprised at how versatile it was, how much it had to go for it. It has a lot of missions. It has a lot of interest. And there's a lot of fans for it, too. Not bad for the YouTube community, too, because there's 14, 20 people that play this game and stream it. So if you get lost, you can always go see what they're doing. If you want to do the big game builds, you can do that too. I don't really care because I don't care how many millions you can destroy. Here's the thing. Most of these Dreadnought ships are the only things that have 1 million hit points or more. Okay? You don't run into them that often. In order to get a mission or an endeavor that says kill 5 of them, you have to do 14, 15 TFOs. Just to get that many Dreadnoughts. So they're not around often. So when they say, I can do 3 million damage, well, that's fine, but only if you run into a Dreadnought, which you hardly ever do. Yeah. I think there's only 2 in the missions. So you're kind of going all out and crazy and getting all these consoles to build this build that you really don't need. I mean, I can go Space Barbie and still kick its butt. Now, don't get me wrong, because Stu and them are really good people. Stu I really like because he keeps up with the community, which is really good. He's a decent guy. And then you have some people that are just... And then you have others like Certifiably In-Game that does everything Star Trek. If you want to know about an alien race, because you're going to pick that alien race, Certifiably In-Game has videos on that. He has videos on aliens, he has videos on the ships, he has videos on the story, the histories, all that. If you're a freaking nut, Certifiably In-Game Star Trek nut is all about it. Okay? I even watch his videos sometimes because they're actually good. He's good at reading the histories. He's got a good voice, and he's funny. You know, he doesn't bore you to death with, you know, Charlie Brown's teacher kind of videos. Guys, when we all know who you are, don't be doing it. Get some emotion. You know, have an accent. Do a little inflection. Read them with something besides anyways, moving on. And that's, I'd like to show, we'll have a day of showcasing ships. I'll do that. I have a ton of them now. I'll showcase some of these ships that are so cool. And you've seen from the TV shows and stuff. And then my second favorite ship was the Barbos. Okay, I spent forever trying to get this ship. It's next to my Boston. There it is. This is the legendary temporal flight deck carrier, which is the Discovery Enterprise, right? And I spent forever getting this ship. Oh man, when I finally got it, I was so happy. I had to do an event to get the box to open it up because I just don't have. Sadly, that's the worst thing I don't have luck with is these boxes. Oh my god. I can buy keys for days. I spent 255 keys once. 255. That's a lot of keys, okay? This guy is so cool because he makes like Iron Man outfits and stuff. These guys are cool. I love seeing them do this stuff. They kind of look like Iron Man. There's a guy that's really good at it. He's so good at it that it just amazes you how he does it. He can make any outfit in Star Trek you want because every outfit is kind of modular. And he can make the Hulk, She-Hulk, Thor. It's crazy. This guy is nuts. So anyways, this is a really good community and I enjoy being here. I know my kid makes fun of me, but that's beside the point. He's young, he'll get over it. I like Star Trek. I am always going to be a Star Trek geek and fan. Because Star Trek has a way of connecting people and has a way of dealing with everyday troubles. The world outside sometimes makes you feel better. They also are very woke. I guess they put that word. I think that's word stupid. We won't get into that. I am definitely not PC, and I don't care to be. So get over it. But it's definitely one to show you and open your eyes to different things. It always has been. I will give it that. But a lot of them forget where their god, Gene Roddenberry, came from. Anyways, and for all you Trekkies out there, everybody is a Trekkie who's a Trekkie who's a Trekkie. Do not put somebody else down. Don't tell them they're not a freaking Trekkie. Don't do any of that crap. Because Gene Roddenberry would not want it. Do you hear me? People, do you hear me? Okay? I don't care how you build your ships. I don't care if you're a damage build. I don't care if you're this. I may not like some of the people that teach people that. Okay? But I will tell you this. They have their way of doing it. And if that's their way of doing it, more power to them. And I can tell you this. They're a huge community with TFO Gamer. There'll be buddies, partners, the fleets, and everything. There are a lot of PC players. But you never know. There's console groups in here too. I have a fleet that I don't see much because most of them are PC players. But I like it that way because they have everything I want. If I go to the fleet store today, I can rob it blind. But I've been here for a while and in the fleet and contributed a lot. So, if you join a fleet, contribute. Don't be stingy. Don't hide your dilithium. Don't do any of that crap. Contribute. Because I'll tell you, in the long run, it's worth it. You know what I mean? And we're winding down. Jeez, 15 minutes in. Nice. And yes, I do promote a lot of Star Trek channels because the guys are decent. I watch other channels on YouTube and stuff too. There's a lot of decent streamers out there, and I think they ought to continue. Now, some, like I said, you know, let's not be a Charlie Brown teacher. Wah, 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 wah. Alright? Lead a little script. Get a little normal. Talk like you would to your girlfriend. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourself when you stream. Don't read it off a script and get all zony. Okay? I know you guys write scripts. I get that. It's great. Okay? But if you're going to write a script, read with some color. Or some, you know, inflection. Talk like you're talking to your girlfriend. Because a lot of you guys get on here and you read those scripts and then you think, well, it's going to be this way or it's going to be this. No. Like you're talking to your girlfriend, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, whoever that you are comfortable talking with. Read that script like that. Read it like that. And you won't sound like Charlie Brown's mother. Wah, 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 wah. Because he didn't get a damn thing either. Everybody wondered why Charlie Brown was dumb. Well, if you'd went to school where he went to school, you'd... Anyways, and for those of you too young to get that at all, I'm sorry for you, because we had more rich times when we were kids. We used to ride in the back of trucks and bounce around with no seatbelts. We used to fall out of the back and get road rash. It colored our lives. We didn't get babied, we did it. Anyways, moving on. So this is Lord Arathis Frost, and I have had a wonderful day today because I love playing Star Trek. I'm going to stop playing games that irritate me. Because it's not good for my stress. But I will be playing games that are mainly one player. I'll be playing games that aren't one player. Like if I group up with TFO groups here and have fun, I'll be playing those. I will be bopping in and out of games. You know, someday I may even play Destiny 2 again and play it. But it's like every time I turn that game on, it's so annoying. It's just stressful. I actually played Modern Warfare 2 the other day, and Call of Duty is not one that is not stressful. But it's actually less stressful than that one. So I will be, like I said, the Chronicles of Lord Arathis Frost, and we will be making videos, and I will title them The Chronicles of Arathis, Lord Arathis Frost. We will be playing any game, anytime, whatever I want to do. If I want to, you know, because I got a gaming history of like 130 games. So if I want to pick up an old game and play again just for the story, then I might be chronicling that next week. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. And if you people want me to play something current and I have it, I will. If you don't, oh well. But I'm not going to go all crazy and, you know, have to do everything they tell me. Because I've seen some of your videos, man. And this dude blows a flute, rides a fitness bike, and plays video games. What is wrong with that man? I'm thinking he wants views, apparently. Alright, well, as I said, I'm signing off. Have a good day and enjoy yourself. Today is Black Friday, and for the users that are trying to get that sale and get that thing for your kids, good luck. And I hope you get it. Because it always puts a smile on their face sometimes when they find something under the tree they weren't expecting. So, Lord Arathis Frost signing off. Have a good Black Friday sale day. And have a good day. I hope it's not copyrighted. Oh well. Lord Arathis Frost signing off.